Good morning, my dear students. In today's class, we are going to learn a new topic called geography, and one of the lessons in the geography called here the Earth, our living planet here. And we know that, and in this lesson, we are going to learn the introduction about the Earth, and Earth has different names and size of the Earth and land bodies and water bodies, land hemisphere and water hemisphere, and also western hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. It means nothing but here land hemisphere means nothing but we call it a northern hemisphere, and water hemisphere means nothing but southern hemisphere here. And here western hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and shape of the earth also. So if possible we are going to learn the longitudes and latitudes also, and international deadline and local time and standard time here. Okay, so but in today's class we are going to learn these points here in this which lesson here, the Earth, our living planet here. So we have already know that we are all living on the Earth here. So Earth means nothing but what we think it is nothing but here house. It is nothing but home, or it is nothing but a house here. And we already know that here we are all living. So we are all living in our houses. We are all living in our houses here with our families here. We are all living with the houses with our families here. And also these houses are the part of the village or a city here. Okay, so houses are the part of the village or city. Okay, so like that a city or a village is the part of the country here. Okay, what is here? Houses are the part of the village or city. Like that the village or city is also the part of the country here. And the countries here, so many of the countries together here form a continent here. So many of the countries here, how the city or village form a continent here, sorry, country. So like that many of the countries form here, what here, a continent here. Understood? And continent is the name given to the large masses of the land on the earth here. So continent is nothing but here, continent is a name given to the large masses of the lands on the earth here. Okay. And also we have known about one thing here, that is there are 8 planets. There are how many planets here? There are 8 planets here, and which planets revolve around the sun, and these all planets revolve around the sun here, and this we call here solar system. So what is this nothing but there are 8 planets, and these all planets revolve around the sun here, and this makes here solar system here. Okay, and also earth is on these 8 planets, the earth is also one of the planet here. Okay, earth is also one of the planets, and earth is the 3rd planet in the solar system also, and also earth is the 3rd planet in the solar system. And also this is the only planet here, which is the earth is the only planet so which supports life. Okay, earth is the only planet which supports a life here. Okay, so this is about here earth. And also I have told here, so earth has different names here. Earth has a different names. So we call earth as what here, living planet. Okay, living planet, and also unique planet, and also watery planet, and a blue planet. Okay, see earth is called by many names here. What means we are going to call it a living planet or unique planet, and also watery planet, and also blue planet. So why do we call earth has Earth by different names. Means nothing but here I told it is a living planet. So why Earth is called a living planet here? I have already told. So this is the only planet here, which is the Earth is the only planet which supports life here. So which supports life. It means nothing but life of plants, life of animals, okay, and the life of human beings here. So that's why this is the only planet here which supports life here. So because of that reasons we call it is a living planet here. Okay. And also I told it is a unique planet here. And also they told here it is a unique planet. So why we call it? It is a unique planet. Means nothing but here it has atmosphere. It is also it is the planet here which has here atmosphere and afterwards water and also life supporting gases also. Life supporting gas. Okay. So which one? The earth has atmosphere. So we know that what is the atmosphere here. And also it has water also here. Okay, that also we know 70% of the earth's surface compressed by the water here. Okay, so that is also one of the reason to call here unique planet and also life supporting gases. Okay, on the earth we are going to see what life supporting gases. So because of all these reasons here we call earth as a unique planet here. Okay. And next, it is also called here watery planets. So why do we call it? It is a watery planet. Okay, I have already told in the beginning here. 70% of the Earth surface here. What? 70% of the Earth surface compressed by the water here. Okay. How much here? 70% of the Earth surface. 70% of the Earth surface covered or compressed by the water. Okay, and the remaining 30% of the earth surface covered by the or compressed by the land sheet. So because of that reason we call it a watery planet also here. Okay, and also finally and also it is called here blue planet here. And also earth is called a blue planet. So why do we call it is a blue planet here? Okay, see, and before that I have told here 70% of the earth surface comprised by the water. Okay, and which producing a vivid blue color. So that water which producing a vivid blue color here. Vivid blue color when weaving from the space. When weaving from the space. When we weave it from the space here, so it looks what color means nothing but blue color. So that produces here what means a vivid blue color. So when we see from where here space. So because of that reason we call it a blue planet here. Okay. Did you understand why do we call it a earth as a different names here by different names here. So it is also called here living planet, unique planet, watery planet and also blue planet here. Okay. And later here we go to the size of the earth. So when we come to the size of the earth here, okay, this is a sun, this is earth, this is moon here. Okay, the sun here. It means nothing but I am telling why did I draw this is nothing but you will understand now. See size of the earth. When we come to the size of the earth is distribution of the land and water bodies. Distribution of the land and water bodies here. It means earth is approximately what 4 times. Okay, earth is approximately 4 times what greater what here greater than moon here. So greater than moon. Okay, compared to moon here earth is 4 times greater. Earth is 4 times greater than what here moon. Okay, and when we compare to the sun, when we compare to sun here, see, while comparing the sun, is Earth is 107 times, 107 times lesser, 107 times lesser than what here sun. Okay, 107 times lesser than the sun here. Okay, when we compare to moon here, the earth is 4 times greater than the moon here, and when we compare to sun here, 107 times lesser than the sun here. Okay, so this is called here shape of the earth here. Okay, and also total surface area is, what is the total surface area means nothing but here, that is 510 million square kilometers here. 510 million square kilometers. So in that 510 million square kilometers, see, 361 million square kilometers covered by the water. Okay, telling about the earth here. Okay, so it has, see, 510 million square kilometers of the earth surface area. Earth surface area here, that is 510 million square kilometers. In that 361 million square kilometers compressed by the water. Compressed by the water. The remaining 149 million square kilometers, okay, compressed by the land here. Okay, so it is the total surface area of the earth. Total surface area of the earth, that is 510 million square kilometers. In that 361 million square kilometers compressed by the water, and also 149 million square kilometers compressed by the land here. Okay, and also the ratio between what? The ratio between the land and water. The land and water is, what means nothing but 1:2.43. 1:2.43. What is here? The ratio between land and water. The ratio between land and water. What is that? 1:2.43 here. 1:2.43. So this is here the size of the earth. What is the total surface area of the earth means nothing but that is 510 million square kilometers. So in that, how much million square kilometers compressed by the water means nothing but that is 361 million square kilometers. And how much land is nothing but here 149 million square kilometers of the land. When we come to the ratio of the ratio between the land and water means that is 1:2.43. Okay, that is the ratio between the land and the water here. Okay, so this is about the size of the earth. Okay, next we go to the land bodies and the water bodies here. What do we call here land bodies and water bodies? Is nothing but here this is, see, the land bodies of the earth. What here? The land bodies of the earth is called here, is known as continents here. Okay, the land bodies on the earth is known as here continents. We know that how many continents are there. There are 7 continents. Okay, when we come to the water bodies, okay, the large water bodies are known as here oceans. The large water bodies are known as oceans. And also we know that how many major oceans are there means there are 4 major oceans here. Okay, so the land, what here, the large water bodies are known as here oceans. And also what, the land bodies on the earth, known as continents here. So that is we call here land bodies and water bodies here. Okay, and also we go to here land hemisphere and water hemisphere. Okay, what is this land hemisphere and water hemisphere means nothing but yes, see. Okay, so this is earth here and here, so land hemisphere and water hemisphere. So which is called here land hemisphere and which is called water hemisphere. So and also here see, in the beginning I have told here the northern hemisphere. So what? The northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere. What? See, northern hemisphere, okay, is called what here? Land hemisphere. Land hemisphere. Understood? And here southern hemisphere, this southern hemisphere, this part, southern hemisphere is called here water hemisphere. Okay, and see the earth, this is the earth here, here this is the north and this is south here, and this north south, see this part we call here northern hemisphere and it is also called here land hemisphere. I will say why we call it a land hemisphere later. And southern hemisphere is called here, this part we call here southern hemisphere and it is also called here water hemisphere. And why do we call this land hemisphere? Means nothing but here, because here northern hemisphere has 60% of the land. Northern hemisphere has 60% of the land and 40% of the water here. Okay, why northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere? Means nothing but in that 60% of the north hemisphere covered by the land and 40% of the land covered by the water. So because of this reason we call it land hemisphere. Got it? Did you understand? So next we also call this southern hemisphere is also called here water hemisphere. So why do we call it is a water hemisphere? Means nothing but here 81% of the land compressed by the water. 81% of the land compressed by the water and 19% of the land compressed by the land here, surface, earth surface compressed by the land. See, 81% earth surface compressed by the water and 19% of the earth surface compressed by the land. So here major part is water only. Okay, because of that reason we call it is a water hemisphere. And here major part is land. So because of that reason we call it land hemisphere. So this is the difference between here northern hemisphere and what southern hemisphere, and also northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere and southern hemisphere we call here what water hemisphere. Okay. And also one more thing we have to understand here. See, the middle line is there here. The middle line. So this is called here equator. What we call it? This is called equator. And this equator divides. This equator divides the globe, the total globe, the whole globe into two parts here. The equator divides the globe into two parts. That is what here northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, you can ask me what is this sir, what did you draw here, middle means something, but that is equator we can call here. So we call it a equator. This equator divided the globe into two parts. One is northern hemisphere, another one is southern hemisphere. And I have already told northern hemisphere is also called the land hemisphere and southern hemisphere is also called here water hemisphere. Okay, so I hope you all understood this what topic, what is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. And also one more. See, Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere. What is this Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere? So, how the equator divided the globe into two parts? How the equator divided the globe into two parts? So, like that. See here, middle, called here prime meridian. What is that? Prime meridian. So, this is we call here what? It is prime. It is a prime meridian. So here it means nothing but here also two parts. See how here middle we drawn a line here, that is we call equator. So like equator, how the equator divided into two parts here, like the prime meridian also divided the globe into two parts. That is here western, west, and also another one is east. Another one is here east. So here this is called here Western Hemisphere. Okay, and this one is called here East Hemisphere. Okay, this is Western Hemisphere. This is Eastern Hemisphere. So which divided the globe into west and east means nothing but prime meridian divided. This is the line called here prime meridian. This line divided the globe into two parts called Western Hemisphere. Another one is Eastern Hemisphere. Okay, so this is about here land hemisphere and water hemisphere, and the Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere. Okay. Next we go to here shape of the earth. Okay. So one more topic, that is shape of the earth. Okay, we know the shape of the earth. But here, this is the shape of the earth here. Why did I draw this? You will come to know later. See, this is the shape of the earth. And often the shape of the earth was called here geode. What we call it? We call it geode. The shape of the earth, we call it a geode here. So here, what is the meaning of this geode means nothing but it is earth shaped. What is the meaning of this here? Earth shaped, or we call it a oblate spheroid. Also we call it a oblate spheroid. What is the meaning of geode means nothing but here earth shaped or oblate spheroid here. Okay, and why do we call the earth has geode shape here? It means nothing but often, see, the shape of the earth is called, often the earth, shape of the earth was called here, or what here? Geode we call. Geode means nothing but here earth shaped or oblate spheroid. So why did we tell like this means nothing but here? So here because it is flattened. What here? Earth is flattened at the poles. This is the pole here. So here and here we are going to see poles. This is the northern pole. This is southern pole here. See, it means nothing but earth is flattened here. What happened here? It is flattened. Where? At the poles. Earth is flattened at the poles and bulges, and it bulges at the equator. This is called equator. I have already told. So this line we call here equator line here. So here earth bulges. Earth bulges where means nothing but at the equator. But it flattens where means nothing but at the poles and bulges at the equator here. Okay. So because of this reason we call earth what shape it has means nothing but it has the geode shape here. Okay. And also one more what evidence to tell it has a geode shape is nothing but it proved that here when we compare to the equator, here, see what the polar diameter. So this part we are telling about the polar diameter is okay. The polar diameter and the polar circumference. The polar diameter and polar circumference is lesser than equatorial diameter and also equatorial circumference. Did you understand? See, what is the one more evidence to tell Earth has the geode shape? Means nothing but here the polar diameter and the polar circumference. Okay, polar diameter and the polar circumference is lesser than equatorial diameter and equatorial circumference here. And this proved that here Earth has geode shape here. So Earth has geode shape. So this is the concept here, shape of the Earth. So one more time I will repeat it. See, often the shape of the Earth, is called here geode. Geode means nothing but Earth shaped or what here oblate spheroid we call it here. And here, see, this is the equator line here, and this is the pole. These are the poles here, northern pole and southern pole. And the pole's diameter and the circumference is lesser than the equatorial diameter and the equatorial circumference. So because of this reason, and this is the evidence to prove that here Earth has geode shape here. Okay. And next we go to here one more important topic, that is the imaginary lines. So we have drawn imaginary lines on the Earth. Okay. It means nothing but see here we have drawn imaginary lines on the Earth. See, here we have drawn imaginary lines here. Okay. See here these are horizontal lines here. Okay. These are horizontal. These are horizontal lines. These are vertical lines. Okay. So these are we call here horizontal lines, and these lines we call here vertical lines here. See, these horizontal lines we call here what? Latitude. What we call here? We call it a latitude. Which one? Horizontal lines we call here latitude here. Okay. And these vertical lines we call here longitude. Okay. See, these vertical lines we call it here longitude, and the horizontal lines we call it here latitude here. Understood? So this is, and here horizontal lines means nothing but here middle. I told already middle. This is called here equator. Okay. The horizontal lines it means in the latitude only what comes here? Equator comes. Okay. And here the middle is there here. So I have already told before. So what is this middle line? We call here prime meridian. Prime. It is called prime meridian. And I told you. So this equatorial line, equator divided the globe into two parts, that is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So here prime meridian divided the globe into two parts, that is western hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. Okay. Then equator causes for the two parts here, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Here prime meridian causes for the two parts, that is western hemisphere and what? Eastern hemisphere. Okay. And let's see what that latitudes here. Okay. And it is an imaginary line. Latitude is an imaginary line here, which joins all the places here. This line joins here all the places at same angular distance. It joins all the places at same angular distance. Okay, north or south of the equator. Okay, north or south of the equator here. Okay, once again I will repeat. It is an imaginary line here. Which one? Latitude as an imaginary line which joins the same at the which joins the places which joins all the places at same what angular distance, what distance north and south of the equator, joins at same angular distance north or south of the equator. So that is we call here latitude here. Okay. And also this latitude is measured by what here? Measured in degrees. Is also latitude measured in degrees here. Okay. Which measured in the degrees means nothing but latitude measured in degrees here. Okay. Next, the equator is the longest line. Which one here? The equator is the longest line. The equator is the longest line here. Line of latitude. This is the longest line of latitude. Which one? Equator is the longest line of latitude. Okay. And also it is known as what here? Great circle also. And also it is known as great circle. Which is known as a great circle means nothing but equator line. The line called equator is also known as great circle because this equator line is the longest line of altitude. It is the longest line of latitude here. Which one? Equator. So that's why it is called here greater circle. Which one? Equator. And also this equal to the circumference of the earth. And also it is equal to the circumference of the earth. Which one is the equal to the circumference of the earth means nothing but equator. Equator line is also equal to the circumference of the earth. Understood? And also other lines when we compare to except this equator, other lines, other latitudes, other lines of latitude here are shorter in length. Okay, when we compare to equator, other lines are shorter. Other lines are shorter in length because this is the longest line is nothing but equator. So other lines when we compare to the equator, those are all shorter in length. Okay, and these latitudes also here known as parallels. What here? These latitudes are known as parallels here. So each latitude is parallel to one another here. Okay. See, these are also known as here parallels, and also they are run in an east-west direction. Okay. These latitudes are run in an east-west direction here. Okay, it means nothing but this west and east. Okay, they run in east-west direction here. East-west direction. Which one? These latitudes run an east and west directions here. Okay, and also see these lines also help to these lines also help to measure. What means nothing but measure distance, measure the distance north or south from the equator. North or south from the equator. These lines also helpful to measure the distance. Measure the distance north or south of the equator here. North or south of the equator. I told in the beginning what is the latitude. So it applies to same thing only here. Okay, it will help us to measure the distance north or south of the equator. Got it? Measure. It helps to measure the distance. Okay. There's one more thing here. And also these are parallel to one another. I already told these lines are parallel to one another and never meet. These are parallel to one another and these lines never meet here. So because these lines, if you see these lines here, these lines never meet. Okay, totally circumference of the earth here. If you see means these lines never meet. Okay, it never meet to another line here. Okay, that's why these are all parallel to one another and these never meet. These lines never meet here. Okay, never meet. The next one is here. These lines also cross the prime meridian. These lines also cross the prime meridian here at the right angles. Okay, these lines also I told where is the prime meridian is middle of the earth here. Okay, this is the prime meridian and these lines cross the prime meridian. But here which lines? The latitude. Okay, the latitude lines here cross the prime meridian at right angles. Cross the prime meridian at right angles. Okay, and also what? At right angles. Right angles. Another one is here. And also these lines are shorter towards the pole. So here when we compare to equator and another line. So when we come to the pole, towards the pole here, these lines are shorter. These lines are shorter at the poles, towards the poles here. Which one? Latitudes lines are shorter towards the poles. Okay, and these are the what main things of the latitudes here. Okay, so these lines measured in degrees and these lines also parallel to one another. Okay, and these lines what run east to west direction and also it helpful to measure the distance south or north or south of the equator. Which lines? These latitude lines are helpful to measure the distance north or south of the equator. And also here these lines are parallel to one another and never meet. Latitude lines are parallel to one another and these never meet here. Okay, and also these are parallel and also these lines cross the what here prime meridian and at the right angle. These lines cross the prime meridian at the right angles. Okay, and when we compare to the equator and other lines here, when we move towards the pole here, these lines will become shorter here. Okay, these lines will become shorter towards the pole. Okay, these are the highlights of latitude here. And which are the important latitudes? Means nothing but there are 7 important latitudes of them. Okay, how many? There are 7 important latitudes. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 6 1. Another one is here 7. Yes, there are 7. Once again I will draw here. Okay, this is the equator. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 important latitudes. So what are those means nothing but in the middle I told this is represented what here 0 degree. So equator means nothing but it is 0 degree. Okay. And this is the north part, this is the south. This means nothing but it is the north pole. Okay, this is the north pole here, and this is the south pole here. The north pole, and this is the south pole. Here, so here, north, what comes here? This is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer, we call it. So this represents here what 23.5 degree north. 23.5 degree north, that is we call here Tropic of Cancer. And another one is that is Arctic Circle. That is called Arctic Circle. So this one is here 66.5 degree north. So 66.5 degree north means that is Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle, and this final one is this represents here North Pole here. Okay, that is 90 degree north. Okay, North Pole means nothing but that is 90 degree north. And when we come to south part of the equator, so here Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn, this represents here 23.5 degree south. 23.5 degree south, because this is the south of the equator here. And here this represents here Antarctic Circle. So this is 66.5 degree south. And here this is we call here, this is North Pole, this is South Pole, this is 90 degree south. Okay, so these are the important 7 important latitudes here. Okay, 7 important latitudes. Which are the 7 important latitudes means nothing but equator. Okay, that is 0 degree, and north of the equator, that is Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, and Arctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree north, and 90 degree north, that is we call here Northern Pole. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, and here south of the equator we comes here Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south. And also here Antarctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree south, and here finally in the South Pole, that is 90 degree south here. So these are the important what here 7 latitudes here. Okay, so latitudes means nothing but these are the imaginary lines here, and these are drawn here horizontally on the earth here. Okay, on the globe. What lines here, and here which is the longest line of the latitude means nothing but that is equator is the longest line in the equator, line in the latitudes, and also this equator is also called here Great Circle. And compared to equator, other lines of latitudes are shorter in what length here. Okay, and also there are 7 important latitudes. Those are here equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, and Northern Pole, and Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle, and South Pole. So these are the important 7 latitudes here. So in this class, what we have studied here, so Earth, and it also called by different names here, and size of the Earth, and land hemisphere, and water hemisphere, and also it is called northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and another one is here western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere, and afterwards shape of the earth, and finally we have studied the latitudes here. So in the next class we are going to study the one more line. It means nothing but other imaginary lines called here longitudes. Longitudes we are going to learn in the next class. Okay. Hope you all understood this topic here. Okay.